Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Social English Podcast. Let's help a Japanese person with their English today by helping them learning some new things. Today's topic, we're going to talk about music and how this Japanese person wants to talk about music in English with their friends. Let's get started.
皆さんこんにちは。毎日少しずつ社交に使える英語の上達を目指すソーシャルイングリッシュポッドキャストへようこそ。今日はぜひもっと自信を持って英会話してみましょう。Are you ready, Percy? Let's go.
Hikari, and yes, welcome to the Social English Podcast, everyone. I don't know why I'm saying post. Today's episode, just like every episode, our goal here on Social English is to help you get better at speaking real social English every single day. And let's get right into today's topic. Today we're doing an English repair shop episode where we help a Japanese person who has asked me by message, by DM, or by email to help them with their English, okay? So today what we're going to help them with is we're going to help them talk about music, okay? It should be an interesting episode, so stay tuned for that. But first, I want you to listen to this message.
すべての英語修理店のエピソードと同様に4つのパートがあります。パート1では英語を勉強している日本人が間違って言ったことを正確に聞くことができます。パート2では会話型のソーシャルイングリッシュスタイルで正しい英語を聞くことができます。パート3では、パーシーはあなたが同じ過ちを犯さないようにするために、彼が重要だと考えるヒントをあなたに与えます。パート4で、パーシーは正しい英語版を高速で自然な速度で言います。このようにしてネイティブの速度で英語を聞く練習をすることもできます。
Okay. So I want you to remember in these social English repair shop episodes, just in case you don't speak Japanese, that we have 4 parts, okay? And in part 1, you will hear the original Japanese person's wrong English. I will say it, but it will be exactly what they said, letter by letter, word by word. In part 2, you're going to hear the correct English version from me. And in part 3, you are going to hear some tips. I'll give you some tips or hints I have. In part 4, you're going to hear this in fast English. And I'm going to give you a fast English version of this, okay? So that's what you're going to get in part 4. So we're going to have 4 parts. So, let's get started shortly. Okay, let's just roll into it. Let's look at what we got here for today. Today's okay. So let's go ahead and I'll read this. Okay, this is the wrong English. For those of you listening on the podcast, for you watching us on YouTube, you can see it on screen. Please tell me the recommended song. I want to listen to them while taking a walk. One more time. I'm going to say that one more time slowly again, okay? There are 2 sentences here. Please tell me the recommended song. I want to listen to them while taking a walk. Okay, so that is the incorrect English here. Okay, you could see that's the incorrect English. And what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change that, and I'm going to give you the clear, correct social English version of this and the way you should say this, or the way you will hear this. Okay, so this is what you would hear. Okay, This is the correct social English. Okay, so one. Okay, in the first sentence. Please recommend some songs to me. I want to listen to them while taking a walk. Please recommend some songs to me. I want to listen to them while taking a walk. Okay, so honestly, for that's really not that bad. I mean, you can go ahead and listen to, or you could say that the second. So this is my advice. This is part 3. So my advice in part 3 is that for the second sentence here, if you look at it, let's go ahead and look at that real quick. I want to listen to them while taking a walk. You don't really need to change that, but here's a few ways you can also say this. I'd like to listen to them while walking. When I walk, I want some good music to listen to. That's probably the one I would use. When I walk, I want some good music to listen to. So that's the first piece of advice, is that you'll hear different versions of this. But this is not wrong English the way you see it here. This is just a different way to say it. Okay, so this is pretty good English. Now let's look at the next one, which is the first one. Please tell me the recommended song. So this is not really, when we speak English, we don't really talk this way. So you'd want to say something like, can you recommend any songs to me? Or what are some great songs you can recommend? Something like that. That's a little bit better social English, okay? So let's go into the last part here. We're going to go in. I'm going to say this, the correct English, in a fast speed, okay? So please pay attention to this, and hopefully I'll have the mic to my face, and you can hear this correctly. Okay, let's go. Okay. Could you recommend some good songs to me? I want to listen to them while I'm taking a walk. Could you recommend some good songs to me? I'd like to listen to some great songs while I'm walking. Or, is there a good song you could recommend? When I go on a walk, I want to listen to some good music.
この章を気に入っていただけたら、5つ星のレビューをぜひお願いします。コメントは英語か日本語でお書きいただければ喜んで読ませていただきます。リアルソーシャルイングリッシュ .com にアクセスしてぜひ無料でダウンロードしてください。ほとんどの日本人の英語を勉強している人がやってしまいがちな7つの間違いとその正しい言い方。また、毎日英語を上達させるのに役立つ資料もたくさんあります。Apple Podcast、Google Podcast、Stitcher、そして今はパンドラでもポッドキャストを購読いただきます。支援者になっていただけませんか？私たちがこの章を作るための支援として$5の寄付をお願いできませんか？今後のエピソードで感謝の気持ちをお伝えします。また、そこでしか利用できない新しいコンテンツも入手できます。patreon.com/socialenglish からご参加ください。ソーシャルメディアで私たちのポッドキャストを友達にシェアしたり、Twitter、Facebook、Instagram のフォローをお願いします。
Okay, everybody. That's going to be it for today's episode of the Social English Podcast. I want you, for your action item, I want you to talk about some hobby you do and music. So if you ride a bicycle, if you play tennis, if you swim, which would be kind of hard, but what music do you like to listen to? And I want you to practice that with a friend that also likes to speak English or an English-speaking friend that you have. Okay? So that's your action item for you today. And please don't forget, as you heard by our long message by Sarah there, that yes, we want you to visit our website, realsocialenglish.com, where you can learn more and listen and get more help and get more detailed things from us. Okay? So that's what I want you to do there. And I'll see you in the next episode. Peace and love. See ya.
今日は楽しい時間をありがとうございました。ぜひ私たちのウェブサイト realsocialenglish.com を訪問して日本語訳と役立つ情報を手に入れてください。また次回お会いしましょう。バイバイ。See you next time. Bye bye.